Like, I remember we had, like, iceberg lettuce, we had onions, of course there was garlic, like, we'd have carrots, there'd be, like, cabbage, but we didn't have, like, romaine, we didn't have, like, fancy lettuce and stuff like that. Like, yeah, we'd have, like, there'd be, like, collard greens during, like, holiday season and stuff like that, but we didn't have kombucha, we didn't have shit like that. And, you know, like, now that Harlem is all gentrified and stuff, if I go into that same C-town that we used to shop at when I was a kid, there's all kind of stuff. Like, you know, there's like cassava, and there's like kombucha, and there's kale, and there's all of these different things, you know? And it just kind of made me realize that, okay, like, yes, the cornerstone of oppression in this country is food apartheid. And in relation to black people, you know, it is like, yes, it's like the amount of times, like, men in this industry have tried to, like, stuff me in a fucking hole, you know, like, and just as many times I've had to dig myself out of those holes. And yes, like, no, you calling me fat, it also kind of like opened my eyes to just like just on a macro level, you know, like, and it made me realize that the cornerstone of oppression in this country is food apartheid. I didn't find out what quinoa was until I was like 27, you know. The supermarkets in my neighborhood that I grew up in, like, we didn't have quinoa, we didn't have kale, we didn't have shit like that at the supermarket. Like, we didn't have it. Like, I was coping with pain in, like, really destructive ways, and it made me realize, like, Azealia, no, don't punish yourself for the things that grown men had no business doing to a young girl like you, you know? And yeah, I was coping with alcohol. Like, you remember, like what? I was drinking like a whole bottle of Bacardi a day. You know, I was smoking a pack and a half of cigarettes a day. Like, I don't do any of that anymore, you know? And once I started to clean up my diet and things like that, you know, people would always like say, you got to do personal work, but I just didn't know where to begin, how to start, and like, yeah, I didn't have money for therapy or anything. Also, sis, I really want to let you know how much of a good thing you did for me when you called me fat. Not because I give a fuck about what you think or what I look like, but what it did was open my eyes to the ways in which I was dealing with pain, you know? Everyone's seen, you know, countless things happen to Azealia Banks, and, you know, yeah, like, I mean, I'm not blaming anyone for, like, not caring or anything like that, but, like, when you called me fat, you kind of just, yeah, you opened my eyes. Like, you remember what I was like when we first met, you know?